Hi guys, welcome back to Honest Straightforward Reviews. Today I've got a really quick video on the absolute best method and also all the methods on how to install macOS Monterey, or for that fact any macOS. So the best absolute way is to clean install it and set it up as new. So what that basically means is you'll be wiping everything off your hard drive and installing it from a macOS installer, and I'll show you everything how to do it. It's very easy, very safe, and then you'll be setting up your computer as a new computer and installing all your apps after that. And the best way to keep your photos and music is probably just copy your library for photos and music onto an external drive and then copy them back into your Mac if it's got enough space. But if you're like me, you already are cramped for space and it's already on external devices, then you don't need to do anything. You just need to wipe your computer and basically install it. So that's the absolute best way. It gets rid of everything. And the absolute worst way is, or the basic way that everyone does, is just download macOS, the installer, which I've done over here, click on it, and then basically let it run and continue and and it'll just restart and install it for you. So that's the worst way. We're not going to go through that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the absolute best way and a few other ways as well. And the way that I'll be doing it today is wiping the computer completely. Okay, I will not be doing it with the erase thing here, or let's do it with the erase thing. Okay, because no, well, I can't because it's Big Sur. So the macOS Monterey is the only one that can do erase and reset. So we'll be doing a format of hard drive, and then first of all I'll be backing it up, then doing the format, and then installing a clean version of macOS Monterey 12.4, which is current. And this will be applicable to any macOS Big Sur and things like that. And after that, I'll be restoring it from the backup. Now, first things first, what you have to do is obviously download it. So how you download the macOS Monterey is just going Monterey and view and then get. And after it's downloaded it, it'll open it up like I had for you guys. So it'll auto open it up. So make sure you do not click continue and command click it and press quit, and it'll ask you to quit, and yep, absolutely quit it. What I want you then to do is go into Finder. Okay, from Finder I want you to go into applications, and from applications I want you to find the given file. I want you to command click it again, show packages, go into contents, go into resources. Now prior to doing this, I would like you guys to go into disk utility. So disk utility. Okay, now disk utility will bring like all the disks that are connected to your device at the moment. So this is my external drive right now. So what I've done, two partitions. So one has my stuff on it and the other one's just for macOS Monterey. You'll need about 15 gigs just to be safe. So as you can see, I've got 15, I've got 1.4 free, 13.5 nearly used. So all you do is erase that drive, and what you have to do is you have to make sure that it is journaled, Mac OS extended journal. Now as soon as you do that, just click erase. It's really quick and easy. It'll unboot it or unmount it, then format it and remount it. As you can see, it's back here again. That's the name of it. So quit out of that. It's completely cleaned. Now what I want you to do now is just open terminal. After opening terminal, what I want you to do is just put it next to Finder so you can drag some of the things from here. Now all you need to do is type sudo and space. That's it. And then what you do is grab this and drag it into Finder. So then what I want you to do is see how there's a space after media. That's fine. What I want you guys to do is put 2 dashes. Oopsie, click that, 2 dashes and volume and space. That's it. Now once you've done this, close Finder, you don't need it anymore, and find your USB drive. So if you need it in Finder, you can go in Finder if you've got it here on your desktop, which it should load as. So I'll drag this over here, and that's dragged over here, and that's basically it. After doing this, just press enter and it'll ask you for the admin password. Now be careful that it does not actually record the password there, like it looks like I haven't put it in. So it'll then ask you, are you sure? Y for yes, and then press enter again. I'm a bit of a Windows user, so I'm still using the words like that. So return is the key that you need to press. All right, once this is done, I'll meet you guys on the other side. So this is how it should look. So it should first erase 0, 10, 20, 100, which is quite quick, but depending on your hard drive, the second part might take quite a bit of time making the bootable disk. So it'll go 200, then it'll stay here, and like the cursor would be here somewhere. Do not close it. Do not be tempted to close it, because it'll come up with this stuff in the end that it's been created. Install media now available at volume. Install macOS Monterey. All right, once that is seen and everything is done, quit it. After you've quit it, what I've done is connected the hard drive that I want to format and use it as a time machine backup. So that's what it's called in Mac, time machine. So first of all, I'll need to go back into utilities, and these are the two external hard drives I've got, and this is the one that I want to format. So make sure you don't have any sensitive data on there, because it'll all get lost. So let's name this as backup, and make sure it's formatted as APFS, and just a GIL partition would be fine. Erase it again, it'll be really quick. It'll unmount it and format it and remount it again with the new name. Okay, so that's basically done. Now what I need to do is use this as a backup. So I'll go into settings and time machine. Okay, select the disk, and we'll select the backup as use this disk, use both. I've got another disk that I back things up to, but I wanted to just show you guys how to use it to this. So once it's created that, I want you guys to click on the one that's backup and just say backup now. It'll start backing up, and once it's done, I'll show you guys how it looks like. Now that the format is done and the backup's nearly finished, so as you guys can see, it's less than a minute. So once the backup is finished, it'll just go back to looking normal like this time machine over here. All you do is cross out, get out of there, and just shut your computer down. Now I'm going to move to an external camera. Sorry about the lighting and things like that. It's not going to be the best, but I can't record the screen when the computer is off. But I need to show you guys what buttons to press to get this Mac into recovery mode. Now every Mac is going to be different. There's going to be mainly three. One which have the Apple Silicon. They're really easy. You just hold down the power button. Then you've got the T2 security chip Intel ones. They're a bit different. And then you've got just the normal ones without the T2. I'll have in the description how to boot them into recovery, all of them, but I will be only doing it for the Apple Silicon one. So the M1, M1 Max, M1 Pro, and M1 Ultra. Okay, so after a full shutdown, so what I have connected are the USB where the installer file has been made, so the USB thumb drive, and also where the backup is. So for the Mac Apple Silicon, all you have to do is press the power button and hold it, and it'll tell you keep holding it. So it says continue holding it for startup options. Now sorry about the lighting and volume and background noise, because that's why I don't like using the external camera, but in this instance we had to. So here we go. All right, so it's come in here. So what we need to do is first of all go into the install macOS Monterey. All right, so continue with that. So this will be the fact for all of them. So whether you're formatting it, whether you're just installing it, so you can install it in the installer, you can install it here. This will be a little bit better than the installer. You can wipe it and then install it and restore it, and then you can wipe it and install it and set up as new, which is the best. But I am doing the restore from backup, okay? So first of all, what you'll need to do is see if I can get the startup disk. Yep. Okay, unlock. After you've entered your password, okay, so it'll take you to the next screen in its own sweet time. Erase Mac. So this is just going to completely wipe your Mac, okay? After you've erased the Mac, it'll go back to a screen where you have to set it up again. Just turn it off by holding the power key. Once it's off, hold the power key again so you can continue holding, and now it's loading the startup options. Okay, so after it's loaded, so now you have an empty disk. So what I want you to do is just continue. Okay, now that it's connected to the internet, it needs to activate your Mac. So first of all, you'll need to click on that and just click your Wi-Fi and punch in your Wi-Fi password, and it'll activate the Mac. So it'll ask you for the password for your account, and you just need to enter that to activate it. This should activate your Mac, unlock everything, and it should be good to go. Okay, so exit recovery. This should restart the Mac, or either that or yeah, so it should get you to this screen. So just you should be on this screen. What I want you to do is, instead of install macOS, I want you to erase the disk, because I don't want any reminiscence of macOS Big Sur, to make it nice and clean. So macOS, so what we need to do is just erase that and erase. So this will make sure there's no Big Sur on there, okay, or Catalina or whatever you're using. And this should be really quick. As you can see, there you go. So that's done, and just quit out of here, and now we're going to install Mac OS Monterey. So this way you get a nice clean install. And just in case, if you encrypt your drive like I have, don't do it, it's a headache. You can do it later on as well in settings. Alright, don't encrypt the drive, just do a APFS format as normal. Not do sensitive anything like that, because it wouldn't let you install Mac OS Monterey. Now what will happen is it'll go through and restart a couple of times. I'm not going to get you guys through that. That's going to be super boring. Agree, and just click the hard drive internal, then continue, and it'll take about an hour to do. So I'll come back, and it should restart and start again a few times. Don't worry too much about it. It's not a big deal. It's just really normal. Okay, now after a couple of restarts, this is the screen it should get to. Sorry about all this. It took too long to get the camera ready. So just wherever you are, go through these, whatever you need. Okay, so these are some of the things I use, so I'll turn them on. Anyways, I guess you don't really need to, because let's just click continue. I need to do the password again. After you've done the password, you should have this screen. Just go through these, and from a Mac or Time Machine backup, so this is what you need to do. Okay, click continue. So it wants you to connect it to a power adapter. The M1 chips are so good, I'm not even going to bother. So it's reading all the devices that are connected to it right now. Sorry about the bump. So I'll click backup, then continue, click the latest one, or just click whatever, you know. If you wanted an older one or something like that, click continue. So it's just calculating everything and everything like that. You can wait for it to do that to figure out what you're doing, but I'm just going to continue. Set a password for my... So again, this part you should skip it completely if you're not doing a restore from backup. So if you're doing a complete new thing, do a new setup. So otherwise you'll do this. So it's just looking for applications and documents to transfer, and after we've done that, I'll bring you guys back to the camera again. Alright guys, that's basically it. After it transfers everything, it might restart itself, or you might need to restart it yourself. Once it restarts, it should get you back to that same login screen that you have before or you've restored from. So log in, then make sure you go into settings, and what I want you to do is go into Apple ID, and here what I want you guys to do is just make sure you've turned everything on that you had on previously. Like for myself, the Find My Mac just turns off automatically. I want the photos off because I'm not rich. I've only got the 5 gig available. After you've done that, get out of there, go to main settings and go into security and privacy. Now here is where you want to turn on encryption. Okay, unlock this, put in your password or fingerprint or whatever you do, and then press this turn on file vault. What this does is this encrypts your hard drive, which shouldn't take long with the fast SSDs, but it'll take a lot longer with a big hard drive, and if it's a spinning hard drive. And also turn on firewall. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching it to the end. I hope you guys found this useful. This is the absolute best way with the least inconvenience to iron out any issues or bugs that you might have, any sort of headaches that you might have. So this is the way to do it, to get all of that out of the way and have a really good install. If this doesn't work and you still have issues, then I would suggest a setup as new instead of restore from backup. All right, make sure you subscribe, and it helps out a lot. Watch the videos and give it a like. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye bye.